Hey, so what I learned about the address in which I live at and all the people that I've contacted is that place in which I live at, they're embezzling money. And they're still doing it. They're cutting off people cards to the building. The people ain't did nothing to their cards, but they're cutting it off so they can give them all of their Social Security money. They're also asking people for their Social Security benefit letter. And there is nowhere in Richmond where you will live at where the people are going to ask you for your reward letter. Um, so if you live at RRHA, you can live on Jenny Shore Road. You can live, anything that's public housing. When you go into the rental office, um, they have a software where they can look up your benefit or reward letters, whether you have TANF, whether you have Social Security or whatever. So, and they're still embezzling money. So if you late on your rent, so I asked the city of Richmond, can you pay my rent for me? They say, yeah. So then the problem which I'm having is that people won't pick up the phone because I am basically less and able to move. They're not picking up the phone when I call so that I can go to the rental office to sign my lease. So I found a sheet of paper that I got in the month of June, and the date on the piece of paper says September. Okay, and so they're just doing a whole lot of embezzlements. So instead of the city shutting down the company, they're still operating and still embezzling people's money. Whatever they get, whether it's TANF, TANF ain't nothing but like, depending on how many children you got or what your situation is, you get 254, you might get more than that. But they're not shutting down the actual building. So tomorrow when I come for my doctor's appointment, orthopedic, I'm going to be going to the rental office. The thing about me and going to the rental office, and because I'm in a wheelchair, the cars that roll past there are going 35 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour. So then you have me in a state of shock. And I got to go across the street. I got to get in my wheelchair, go across the street, and go into the rental office, okay? So what they should do is shut the company down. But yet and still, to find all of the embezzlement, and yet and still they haven't did that. And they're sending out letters this state September, and I can show you the letter. They started sending out letters in June, and then say before the 4th of July, I went into the rental office, and the lady said, "I'm not finished your paperwork for your recertification." Okay, so then now I'm like, I wrote down all of the things in which the city needs to pay the rent. So I have all of the sheets of paper. So I sent them my Social Security paper, then I sent them my lease. So then there's like a couple of other sheets of papers that the people need in order to pay my rent. And I didn't ask anybody else. I'm talking to Power 92.1 to tell them what happened with the accident and how I'm struggling to pay my rent and stuff, so they can look into how to better approach the situation, you feel me, to help me get back on my feet. So I contact my favorite address, you know what I'm saying, with my address, and I guess that the address found, my favorite address found that they're doing embezzlement. Instead of shutting the company down, the company is still moving, cutting off people cars to get more money. They are, if you're late on your rent, they add additional $20, additional $30. Okay, so then if you don't sign your lease, right? But I keep calling to schedule my appointment and stuff, right? They don't want to answer me and stuff, right? they want to give me a hard time or whatever. Okay, so then that means that I have to write my address again. And when I write my address again, it's the words in which I'm going to express to them. This is going to bring the feds into the situation. And when the feds get involved in the situation, then people are going to start getting locked up. Like, I want my federal agents to understand that the situation I'm in is not fair and it's not right. And whatever it is that you got to do, I want you to do it. Okay? But I feel like I'm paralyzed on one side. So then I'm just literally struggling. And then the elevator broke. So then I have a whole situation. And it's like now when I'm walking up and down the steps, it's like it's even horrifying. It's not like at first, you know what I'm saying? It's just getting worse. Like the pain is getting worse to be walking up and down the steps. And then the elevator is completely broke. So then what is it that we supposed to do? Can you please tell me what it is that we supposed to do? I'm going to go sign my lease tomorrow. But I just need somebody to understand what it is that I'm going through. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.